You might be one of those people who feel a bit depressed or down or slightly or very demotivated during this pandemic because you either lost your job or your business, if you have one, is not going so well, or everything in general is just slowing down. So in this video, I want to share with you 5 things that you can do during this lockdown time for your career and for your life in general. Unfortunately, there are so many things in life that we do not have control over. But on the other hand, there are so many things that we can directly influence, and that is what I'm going to talk about now. These 5 things will prevent you from wasting your time and get you to feel even more depressed, but instead they will help you to become more productive and even more motivated. They might even lift up your mood and make you feel better about yourself. So let's get right into it. Number 1 is networking for future job opportunities. Just because everything is slowing down now, people are getting laid off, business is getting slower, it will not be the case forever. There will be a point in time, even though it seems so far off in the distance, I don't know, 1 year, 2 year, or who knows how long, but there will be one point in time where the whole economy will be opening up again and people will get hired, and you want to be prepared for that moment. So instead of sitting back and just passively watching everything that is going on, use this time to network with people. And if there is a silver lining at all from this situation and from those 1,000 Zoom calls that everyone does every day, that is that people now in general are becoming more receptive towards Zoom calls. And I think the reason is that prior to this situation, people would prefer meeting people in person, and not everyone was super enthusiastic about the idea of meeting up online. But this has all changed. Having Zoom calls, Google Meet calls, Skype calls, and everything else is becoming the new norm. Everyone is so used to it. It's become so acceptable to just propose meeting someone online to discuss a certain topic. And you can do this through different ways. You can approach someone directly by contacting an email on their website or through LinkedIn, but even better, of course, you get referred by someone that you know. If you're targeting to work in a particular job, if you're looking for something specific, then try to find out who is connected to the people hiring in the industry. And of course, before you propose a meeting, you have to have a clear idea in mind what you want to accomplish, what you want to say, but that is a topic for another time. What's important here is that you try and make as many connections as you can in the area, in the industry where you want to work in, so that once everything starts opening up and ramping up again, you will be among the first people who these people you've talked to remember. So who to network with? It all depends on what your career goals are. Number 2 is sharpen the saw, as Stephen Covey usually says. And this means that you develop your skill set and your knowledge to bring it to the next level. And there are many ways to do that. If you have the money, then you can just go back and study again. You can get a second bachelor's degree or master's degree, or even just a postgraduate certificate program. I am particularly fond of these certificate programs, and the reason is because they don't last as long and they are much cheaper than bachelor or master degrees. But even if it's very tight with the money, there is nothing that prevents you from doing your own self-study. There are so many courses online nowadays that you can do for free. For example, Coursera. Platforms such as Teachable, Skillshare, Masterclass, and so on, they do cost something, but they're not as expensive. They're far less expensive than study programs. Also, there are so many free resources on the internet that you can access, websites, blogs, and so on. The bigger challenge here is finding out what exactly you want to learn. What kind of skill do you think you need to acquire? What kind of knowledge do you want to have that you think will help you to differentiate yourself in the market? Do you want to become an expert in digital marketing, or learn more about SEO? Or if you're an accountant, learn more about tax credits? There are so many ways that you can specialize further and help you to stand out in the job market that don't cost a lot of money. And of course, if you choose to self-study, then you would need a lot more discipline because no one tells you what to learn, when to learn. But for those people who can manage their time and schedule their time very well, this kind of learning method, just doing self-studying, can be far more efficient transition because you can be far more specific as to what you want to learn. Number 3 is sort out your planning. If it's almost the end of the year now, start thinking about what you want to do and achieve in 2021. Don't wait for December 31st or the 1st January to make your New Year's resolution. Take the time, especially if you have a lot of time, take a whole day or a whole week to really dig in and brainstorm what you want to do with your career or your life in the next 3 to 5 years. What milestones do you want to achieve? Do you want to start a business in year 2 or start freelancing, or do you want to get a promotion? These are all the kind of things that maybe when times were busier you didn't really get time to think about, but now because we're all spending so much time alone at home now, it's the perfect time to think about these things. Number 4 is that now it is the perfect time to start working on your personal projects. If there are things that you have been wanting to do desperately for the past 5 or 10 years but never got to, then there cannot be a better time than now, whatever that may be. Training for a full marathon, making your first short film or even feature film, starting a podcast, designing and selling t-shirts online as a side business, maybe start your own YouTube channel, renovate your house, start gardening, start growing fingerling potatoes, zucchinis like my brother does on his rooftop. The list could go on and on. Number 5 is bring all of your admin stuff in order, which means get organized. This is a great time to really dig into all the stuff that you have at home and get things in order. Who doesn't have a ton of crap at home that they don't need? And who hasn't encountered the problem of desperately looking for that one document, that one piece of paper, but you could not find it anywhere in your house because things are just not as organized? This is the perfect time to start cleaning up, cleaning out, so you know where everything is. Throw out or donate stuff that you don't need. Get your documents in order. Get your finances in order. Organize all those receipts that you need for tax reporting. If you still have medical insurance and you need to get that checkup that you always delay, or if you need to get some work done with your teeth, a teeth cleaning or a crown like I did a few days ago, and you're not too concerned about going to a doctor's office, then get it done now. If you try and treat this lockdown time sort of like a detox phase, then your time will not be wasted. On the contrary, once things start opening up again and things get busy again, you will be in best shape to work on your career. You will know what you want, you will have upgraded your skills and have a competitive advantage in the market. You will have networked with all the people and get a greater chance of getting hired. You'll be organized, you know where to get all the tools, the documents that you need. And most of all, if you use your time very wisely, you'll feel very good about yourself. You'll feel happy and motivated instead of depressed and down. Let me know about all the other productive and useful things that you are doing during this very special time that you think helps your career but also your life in general. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was useful to you, and I'll talk to you again soon.